Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: British Airways, among other airlines, pauses flights into the UAE.
And the UAE expresses deep concern after the US attacked Iran.
We're talking about the GCC will soon launch a single tourist visa covering 6 countries.
Dubai police help driver regain control after cruise control failure on Sheikh Zayed Road.
In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny. It's very sticky out with temperatures ranging from 30 to 41 degrees Celsius. It's also a 4-day work week.
Yay!
Makes it easier.
Best news ever.
Makes it easier. I feel like we just had a 4-day work week. I feel like it's too soon.
It was 2 weeks ago though, but we had a 3-day working week.
3-day week.
Yeah.
And now we just have an extra. It's great. Can't complain.
Happy summer. Can't complain about weather anymore.
That's so true. And good morning to everyone who's tuning in on the lives. Tariq Kali was the first commenter on the live, and he gave a massive love heart. And I'm like, is that a copy-paste?
So I think it's copy-pasted. I've always wondered how they do it, by the way.
Yeah.
How'd you do it? Give us your tricks.
And also why? Like, is this what you message your friends, these long... Is it a thing? I've never seen it before.
Form of affection.
It's a very sweet thing. Good morning.
It's so cute.
Okay, let's jump into the top story that is dominating the region and the world. But we're going to start with flights because with many people flying in and out of the country for their summer holidays and all sorts, people are keenly aware of the flight updates. So we'll bring you what we have. British Airways and many American and European airlines are cancelling flights to the UAE amid regional tensions. The airlines include United Airlines, Air Canada, British Airways and Singapore Airlines.
And for example, BA Flight 109 spent 9 hours in flight until it diverted and landed in Zurich. All 3 BA departures from Heathrow to Dubai on June 22nd have been grounded. So if you're flying, you're advised to contact your airline.
In a statement to the National, the airline said all flights to Dubai and Doha scheduled to depart London Heathrow Airport on June 22nd and their subsequent return flights were cancelled. However, the teams are constantly reviewing these situations.
And Fly Dubai has suspended flights to Iran, Iraq, Israel, Syria, Russia until June 30th. Singapore Airlines said it cancelled scheduled flights from Singapore to Dubai, but the situation will be monitored continuously. Check directly with your airline if you're connected.
Yeah, there you go. So check directly. Those cancellations yesterday were temporary. We know people are keenly checking and monitoring with so many people off on their holidays to see and just leaving and going home for the summer. So Emirates are fully apart from as some of the flights that we said in and out of Fly Dubai, but it's just worth checking before you travel because there are some slight delays, especially with rerouting, taking means the flights are taking longer as they avoid certain airspaces. So slight delays, but...
Slight delays. And I feel like my advice to the people is that if you haven't booked yet, just maybe push it, postpone it a little bit. Just wait until you get more information. Wait a week and then book a flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to wait than just to wait around in the airport.
I do see people on Facebook groups who are very concerned.
Very worried, yeah.
Very worried. But I would say it does feel very safe here in the UAE, and we're so lucky to be, you see the comments coming out of the UAE in terms of what we're going to move into now, and their consistent aim is for de-escalation and stabilization, and to be in a country that's aiming for that right now feels like such a blessing.
Feels like you said.
Which leads us into our next story. We have the UAE's latest statement on the situation. The UAE has expressed deep concern after the US attacked Iran. This is a story that dominated news headlines across the world this weekend. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, MOFA, stressed the importance of prioritising diplomacy and dialogue to resolve disputes after the US joined the Israel-Iran conflict this weekend. The UAE stressed the need for immediate de-escalation to avoid serious repercussions and spare the region from being pulled into deeper levels of instability.
And this follows the US attacks on the Iran. President Donald Trump has said the US has carried out a successful bombing attack on 3 nuclear sites in Fordow, Natanz and Isfahan, Iran.
Watching this unfold has been nothing short of another sad story for the Middle East. Firstly, we saw Israel illegally attack Iran. Iran then responded in self-defense, and now the USA has launched attacks on Iran as well.
So it's also worth noting that authorities assure the public that there are no radioactive traces in the UAE. This weekend, we saw the USA launching attacks on 3 nuclear facilities in Iran, causing people to spread misinformation regarding radioactive effects and traces in the region.
And in response to this, locally, the Federal Authority for Nuclear Regulation, which is FANR, you can find them on Twitter if you want the information directly for yourself. They are closely monitoring the developments related to nuclear facilities in Iran. FANR have confirmed that there are no impacts on the UAE resulting from these developments. Scary times. Scary times. Feels like it's never ending.
It feels like never ending, but like what I'm really glad is that they immediately slammed those rumors that said they're radioactive. Like as soon as it started, the government came out and said there are no radioactive traces. So no panic, do not worry. We're still safe. We're in a good region they're calling for de-escalation. We're safe here.
Yeah, and it's a good point on the misinformation that so many, with so much worry,
So much worry of what's happening.
With headlines and just get your news from verified sources. Ours come directly from UAE government sources. That's what we share. And we do really trust in the leadership of this country in terms of safety. Like I said, it's a blessing to be here.
And we'll keep everyone updated for sure.
That's true.
But on a good note, the GCC launches a single tourist visa covering 6 countries. So big news for travelers. The Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, has officially approved a unified tourist visa set to make travel between the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and Kuwait easier than ever. So approved on June 16, 2025, the visa will allow tourists and residents to move freely across all 6 nations using just one visa. So it's a major step toward regional integration and tourism growth.
The visa, now under the authority of UAE's Ministry of Interior, is part of a broad initiative to boost cross-border tourism, simplify your travel logistics, and enhance the GCC's appeal as a unified tourist destination. It also aligns with the region's Vision 2030 plans, especially Saudi Arabia and the UAE's push to diversify their economies through tourism.
So the rollout date hasn't been officially announced yet, but once implemented, travelers can expect smoother entry processes, reduced paperwork, and more seamless planning for multi-country trips. Imagine if we had that during the World Cup.
Oh my gosh, that would have made things so much easier.
Right? Like going to Qatar, like imagine this plan, like going to Qatar, watching the match that you want to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. And then maybe passing by Kuwait to
Yeah,
do some
this
shopping.
is the thing. Because I thought that maybe they did have a visa situation to get into Qatar, but you're right, to go to other countries in the region.
Yes.
It was like EU travel for EU citizens. It's so open and so simple.
It's so easy.
And then when the UK left following Brexit, they now have additional lines and additional stamping, but
Tell me about it.
to get between, it's very easy to travel in EU countries.
Yeah. So we have the same here.
Yeah. So it just makes it so much easier. And it just, like, for planning and for travel, because some people struggle with visas so much.
Yeah. And I think we need to do regional tourism, by the way. We're underestimating how beautiful Oman is. It's gorgeous.
So true.
There's so much to do. I think we need to push for regional tourism more than Europe, We have gorgeous countries here. And
So
we just made it
interesting.
much more easier. 6 countries with 1 visa. That's the perfect summer plan.
And it's so unique.
Yeah.
And each country is so different. I remember I went camping in the middle of Oman Desert, and I've never seen a canopy of stars like it. And you don't have that.
You don't have that. No, you don't have it.
In many places.
And I think it's also easy for Muslims, maybe. So halal food, like everything around is halal. Mosques are available. Hotels are safe. We're the top safest countries. GCC is part of it's literally the world's safest countries, and if you think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just like how we have Europe in a week, we'll have GCC countries
You know
in 1 week.
You know what all you need is to happen is, like, the Instagram algorithm and TikTok algorithm, like, rather than showing me Italy, it just needs to show
us Oman.
Yeah, because it's just Instagram aesthetics. That's all people travel for. It just feels so difficult having this conversation today, when we look at, outwardly influences. essentially influencing
Yeah.
what could happen in the region. And we're so lucky and so blessed in our safety pockets.
Yes, exactly.
But we also know we're so keenly aware of what's going on around us. And while we know the Middle East deserves a platform as one of the greatest places for tourists and one of the greatest places for people to live in the world, every now and then you'll have these regional escalations
Yes.
that mar it. And I saw some, it's just some people discussing what it's been like in the last 10 to 20 decades, like their lives here. And there's always something that happens every now and then. And
That's so true.
it's living through these times for people is such a hardship, and it's so unfair.
But at the same time, I think it's just, with everything that's been developing here in Dubai, you feel like you can never get bored.
Okay. Well, that's true.
Never get bored.
That's true. That's true.
But what's your top country that you would like to visit in the GCC?
Where have I not visited? I've never been to Jordan, and I've never been to Lebanon. So, yeah, Lebanon.
Have you ever been to Lebanon? No.
No, I've never been to
haven't
Jordan
been
or
to
Lebanon. I feel like I would love both of those countries.
I mean, the 6 wonders of the world. One of the 6 wonders of the world is in Jordan. Petra, you need to visit.
Of course. The reason I stole there is because I was like, is Lebanon? Is it GCC?
No, it's not the GCC.
That's why.
Jordan's not in
sure.
GCC as well. No, it's fine.
I wasn't sure, but
Middle East then. Middle East. We'll change it
Jordan,
to
I would
Middle
love to visit. What about you?
In the Middle East. Okay. Jordan, I've finished my tourism. I feel like I've went twice, and I think that's enough for me. But I love visiting Jordan. Lebanon, I haven't visited yet. I need to visit
We've
Lebanon.
gone from Middle East.
We've gone from GCC to Middle East.
FYI.
But GCC, I would love to visit Oman.
Have you been?
No, I haven't.
I've been twice, and so stunning.
Really? My feed is filled with Oman, by the way. They're
Especially-
pushing for tourism, I think, in Oman.
Especially in the summer months, because places like Salalah, very affordable flights to get there, and the temperature has dropped, and it's nearly green jungle vibes. So if you want an escape from the summer months in the Middle East, Salalah in Oman is the place to go. My mum took me for my 30th birthday.
Oh, no way, that's so cute.
Yeah, it was really lovely, and we had this amazing guide. He picked us up at the airport. He stayed with us for 3 to 4 days. I thought my mum was really going to marry him. Like, they were best.
Best friends.
He was so hospitable and so lovely, and they just got on like house of fire. Like, I didn't think we were coming home. He was just a lovely man.
She belongs in Oman.
She belongs there.
Oman.
But just such lovely people, and you nearly felt like, it was like being introduced in someone's home. Just so nice and welcoming. And the temperature dropped because my birthday is in August, so the temperature drop was...
So what was the temperature there?
I can't remember the numbers, but manageable. Manageable enough that we went for hikes.
Oh, okay.
In August.
So I'm assuming it's like 28 Celsius. 27.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I think Oman
We
is the
could
perfect
hike in a
country.
30.
Can you? You're so strong.
I don't know.
I think Oman is also a perfect country for off-roaders.
True, yes.
Yeah, lots of mountains. Kuwait, I'd go there for shopping and food. They have the best style.
Oh, but the food is meant to be amazing.
Yes, Kuwait is known for their restaurants and food.
Sorry, I'm checking what is the weather like in Salalah in August, in case anyone is able to travel. But you could also drive, which is the nice thing about that. Yeah, you're right, 20. Highs around 27 to 29 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
Yes.
Aced it. Look at
done.
me.
Fair enough.
Wow. Any questions about geography, come to me.
Yeah, any questions about countries in the region and how they are classified? Do not come to me. The Lovin Dubai newsletter has got a major refresh. If you shun social media but would like your daily dose of news fresh to your inbox every day, you can subscribe now to the Lovin Dubai newsletter.
And you'll find the sign-up link at our link in bio on Instagram. So moving on to our next and final story, Dubai police help driver regain control after cruise control failure on Sheikh Zayed Road. So a terrifying moment on Sheikh Zayed Road was safely resolved thanks to Dubai police after a woman's car cruise control malfunctioned while driving in the 4th lane. So the driver immediately contacted authorities and police guided her over the phone while rushing to the scene.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like that movie.
So crazy, so scary.
The Sandra Bullock movie where the bus keeps going. One patrol positioned itself in front of the car, I think it's called Speed, to gradually slow... Okay, so here's what happened. A patrol car positioned itself in front of her car to gradually slow it down, while others secured the surrounding lanes. The car was safely brought to a stop without injuries. And
Dubai police shared steps to follow in such emergencies. So stay calm, turn on hazard lights and headlights, call 999, and explain the situation. Shift the transmission into neutral, turn off the engine and restart it.
Okay. If that doesn't work, apply brakes continuously and firmly. If the vehicle keeps moving, gradually release the handbrake while gripping the wheel tightly, or shift between N and D until you regain control. Once it's safe, move off the road. My heart is beeping for this woman. It's pounding. Oh my gosh.
But I'm glad that she immediately picked up the phone. If I was in her situation, I would panic. I would be so scared. Like you'd say, you'd know what to do. You'd press brakes. You try.
No, I wouldn't. Like even that, I'm trying to remember. As I said that, I was like, ingrain this in your mind, tattoo it, but I wouldn't remember.
That's the thing. Like in this situation, you'd panic. You don't know what to do next. But I think number one advice is try not to panic. Allow yourself 3 seconds of panic. I think. Because you can't completely
You've got
not
3 seconds, and then you get to work.
Exactly.
Okay.
So. You think you'd know what to do, but in such situation, especially on Sheikh Zayed Road on a highway, how scary
So wait,
is
can
it?
the car slow down?
I think. Listen, I've never put my car into cruise control, but I think you can adjust the speed.
Because
it
start slowing it down, and
I think so. I'm not sure.
yeah, this is the thing. I don't use cruise control because
I'm scared.
I'm living in the 90s. I don't know if my car even has cruise control. Kirby, you use your cruise control?
Can you adjust the speed?
So your car is a front
okay,
sensor.
and this is why the police cars were in front of her and one behind her. So they can manage the speed, makes sense.
So the more advanced these cars become the more
yeah.
likely I am to use it.
I will not use cruise control. I'm always so scared to use cruise control. Oh,
Can
okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And cars come out of nowhere in Sheikh Zayed. It's like magic. Just on the cruise control. So you put it in the speed, 120, maybe. And you press the button and then it goes. And if you want to stop it, you press the brake.
Okay, you press brake. so Kirby, if God forbid, never use your cruise control by the way. If God forbid something happened and it got stuck, what do you do in this situation?
First, I'm trying to brake it. Press the brake and then go to neutral. That's it. 100% you will panic, but
Oh my God, I would panic.
I would panic. I would.
But also, if this is down Sheikh Zayed Road, the fact that she was able to call 999 and multiple vehicles were able to come to her before she reached the end of the road. Like, what if she got to that roundabout?
Oh. No. It's scary.
It's really
But they
scary.
got to her, 2 cars got to her immediately. They came so fast. One in front of her and one behind her.
We do say it time and time and again, but the speed of the authorities here. Actually, I don't think we say it enough.
I don't think we say. Yeah, that's so true. They're so quick, by the way, to come to action.
Incredibly quick.
They're so quick.
They do it behind the scenes. It's
They
amazing.
come immediately. And even, by the way, even if you don't call any police or if you never contact them, if they even see you on the side of the road, they always pass by and stop by to make sure everything is okay. Yeah.
How lovely.
Oh yeah, this happened to me before. My car just decided to fail me and stop in the middle of the road.
Who are you giving hate stares to?
My car.
I was like, which brother forgot to put petrol in or something? Okay.
No, it was like an engine failure.
Right.
So thank God I was on a traffic light.
Engine failure.
Yeah, so I had to stop by the side. I immediately called my brother. You know what? I think I need to thank my brother enough. I don't thank him enough. He always comes to my rescue.
He's as quick as the police.
He's so quick. Before I know it, he's calling recoveries and he's coming to my direction. Yeah. So I was standing by the side of the road. I know my brother has it covered. Like he called recovery. I'm just waiting for him to come. The police, they immediately came to me. I didn't even see them, by the way. I didn't contact the police. I didn't see them on the other side of the road. But they came. They asked me, is everything okay? Do you need help? Did you call recovery?
Wow.
Yeah, they made sure I was fine.
That's pure class. That's
Exactly,
amazing.
because they saw like a lady on the side of the road. It might not safe. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I really don't know what to do when such situations happen. That's why I call my brother. But it was all under control. I was just waiting for him to come pick me up.
And then the police just popped up.
They just popped up.
Solid brother.
Solid brother.
Solid police situation.
Exactly.
And car, same car now? How is it?
Same car, it's fine.
Just
Working
an
really
engine
well.
failure?
It was an engine failure. It happens. Damn you, American cars.
Yeah. So what is it? What type?
It's a Cadillac.
Oh. Nice. That sounds very fancy.
Yeah, but it keeps. I've had multiple engine failures. That's it. But I enjoy a Cadillac. I like Cadillac cars.
A Cadillac sounds like
Fancy.
very elite.
Yeah.
How big is it?
No, it's like a small car. It's not
Okay.
too big. But I like it. I feel like it's cute. It matches my size, I think.
I would never even think to look at Cadillacs. Okay. Matches your size. Guys, that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. For all of the latest updates, we go live. We post regularly on the Lovin Dubai Instagram page, but also on our 22 cities. So we've got a Lovin Tehran page if you want to see updates directly from there, and also 22 other cities in the region, or in website, podcast, wherever you want to get your news, you'll find us there. Thank you, Vasa.
Thank you, Casey.
And have a beautiful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.